Well, hello there. You're watching In the Cave Fantasy Football with the four horsemen Vince, Danny, Mikey, and Jason. And you already know shenanigans are incoming. Stay tuned.
Gotta get hype! Can you feel me? Now, can you dig it?
Yo, what's up, fantasy football? What's up, Cowboy Cave? What's up, fellas? How you guys
What's
feel doing?
up? How was your week?
Good. We're in here with Breakdance Mikey on the ones and twos.
What?
Hey, so what about that game last night, bro? Danny, there's no way you counted on that game.
3 in a
No
row.
way.
I'll tell you what, we outplayed them from start to finish. It should have never came down to that kick, but I'll take
Bro,
it.
you gave them every chance to come back, though. Your defense was
every
sick as hell. Your
opportunity.
offense was sick in the other way. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we got the offensive coordinator fired, so now they're in panic mode right now.
Yeah. I don't know. Nobody took Denver to beat Buffalo last night, man. Nobody.
I wanted Denver to beat Buffalo. I'm not gonna lie.
What's up, Edgar? What's up? What's going on?
So, do you
tell
guys
you
think
what, the whole
Buffalo has a
week-
chance to make the
The
playoffs?
whole weekend
or
was
no?
nothing but great games, down to the wire. I think 10 of them.
Mhm.
Yeah,
the
man.
last-
Every game.
Texans.
I mean, Colts,
Texans,
Patriots,
Bengals.
10-6. Panthers, Bears, 16-13. I mean,
Yeah, the only
Browns,
blowout
Ravens.
was Dallas.
Huh.
We knew that was
For the
coming.
record, I just want to say, if Dak played the full game, he would have broke records. I just want to say, I just want to clear the air right now.
Well, he
Dak
was playing
had
in high school. He
400.
should have broke records.
Okay, Dak had 400 some yards with 5 touchdowns in the third quarter.
That was sick.
Jesus.
It was terrible. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do when the
Right.
team has no offense, man?
I like how
Terrible.
You
Jay
guys-
has the
you guys are
Buccaneers hat on
terrible.
today.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, he did throw a pick though, didn't he?
Oh, here we go. No, because if I say Josh Allen throws a pick, he's a gunslinger.
Oh,
You saw that meme. Yeah, don't get us fired, bro. Don't get us unliked, bro. And now Courtland Sutton, bro, that catch last night. So you guys settled the feud, Sutton versus Judy?
Listen,
1 tier versus 3 tier.
all right. 1 tier is crazy. I'm not, because Judy is a far better player than Sutton.
No,
When it gets the ball, of course, but he doesn't get the ball a lot.
no.
He hasn't got the
He's
ball.
good for about 40 to 50 yards a game.
He's a good deep threat, though.
Yeah,
But you guys
gotta,
don't throw deep.
you gotta have a quarterback that throws it deep.
Wilson
That
is
is
one of
true.
the best deep throwers in the league.
Yeah, I can tell. He underthrew that last play of the game there. 10 yards underthrew him.
Okay, but that
That's how we got
underthrow
the-
caused the
that's how we got
PI
the-
that
Drew
got
that
him in
up.
the game. So
They
The guy
drew
was
it up
waiting
like
for the
that.
ball. He was like this, waiting.
yeah, but that
It's called the comeback.
underthrow won you the game because it was a PI.
That's right.
They drew it up that way. It's called the
That's right.
comeback. It's the
Right.
oldest trick in the book. What's up, y'all? Any questions in the chat? Just throw it in there. Let us know any questions. Anything for your lineup? Who's a drop candidate right now in your guys' opinion? Oh, for the record, out of this group, out of fantasy football, Vince is number 1. I'll give him props. What are you, 8-2, Vince? Vince is 8-2. Danny's flirting with Danny. What are you, 7-3?
No,
6
we're like 5 and 6.
Dan,
Am I
no, Danny's
5 and 6?
No, 5-5. 5-5.
God damn.
You got to be 5-5 because I'm 4-6, and then Fearless Mikey over here is 3-7, flirting with last place.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Behind Mark.
You're
What
behind
a
Mark?
bunch of experts we got here.
In front of Mark.
Listen, I had a bunch of injuries, but I'll still make the playoffs. Don't worry about it.
I have too many injuries. And
So
How
who-
about making the playoffs?
I just want to
We're
get this up
0-0
right
at
now.
that time.
CeeDee Lamb is better than Chase. I'm saying that right now on the
Ooh.
air. CeeDee Lamb is better than Jamar Chase.
Right
This
now,
year.
I'll say yeah.
This
Right now,
year,
I'll say
yes,
yeah.
he is.
I agree.
This
Right
year.
now? This year, yeah. This year, I agree.
Yeah, he stepped it up this year. I got to give it to him.
And I want to also say Dak Prescott is better than Josh Allen. I've always said Josh Allen is the most overrated player in the league. I've even
I
said
agree,
it before the season started. I said Josh Allen is going to be a bust, and I'm right. Not just for fantasy, but not fantasy, but I'm saying in real life. What is he?
Not-
5-5 his team?
5-5. I remember
Mark.
Mikey saying, who's your top 5 quarterbacks? And we couldn't answer that question because We said this whole year is gonna be nuts, crazy. No one thought CJ Stroud. All right, let's talk about what that boy is doing. Maybe rookie of the year, maybe first player MVP of the year, maybe. I mean, just even think about that guy right now. You know what I mean, nobody called that
I'll
CJ
tell you what,
Stroud.
amazing.
Yeah,
Absolutely amazing.
yeah.
Oh, I think realistically, I really think he should be in the running for MVP. CJ Stroud.
Gotta be.
I feel like he has to be.
Yes.
2 game-winning drives. That's right, Steven. I will say, Lauder, I've been saying it all year. No one's listening to me. I said Josh Allen is the most overrated quarterback in the league. He's
I
a
think he was
walking
talking about
pick.
CeeDee Lamb being better than Chase.
That too. CeeDee Lamb is better than Chase. That one too. Both of them.
I don't know. Josh
How
Allen
about,
got an
I'm
arm.
not
man.
worried about Buffalo.
Hey, how about
Buffalo's
Van
just
Der
another
Esch?
team.
What's up with Van Der
Ooh,
Esch?
out for the year, bro. Out for the season, right?
Yeah, I hope he's good because they said it might be
Yeah.
career ending. So I really hope it's not.
I
'Cause
know.
He's actually a good linebacker.
Kind of like
for
Sean
us.
Lee, where he just couldn't stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Good linebacker though.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's terrible there.
It's tough to see. You know, I
So
like Van Der Esch.
who do they put in his spot?
Oh, we have Damone Clark. We just picked up the Evans, Rashawn Evans or something. So we'll see. We'll just see how it goes. You know, we do have Marquise Bell who's been killing it so far. So
All right.
Yeah, and you guys got Carolina this
all right.
week, so you'll be all right. You got
It's just
Carolina this week.
the defense. Like imagine, like people are saying Bland's the best cornerback in the league. Not saying, but I'm saying statistically he's up there.
Right.
But I mean, we had Diggs, Gilmore, and Bland on one field. God, we only had that for such a short amount of time, so it's just tough. Like we only had it for 2 weeks, but I mean, that's deadly.
So you guys have another bye week this week, right?
Pretty much.
I don't want to. I'm not gonna sleep on Carolina because.
Oh
No,
yeah,
you
PTSD
can't.
from Arizona.
No, you can't.
That too, and I'm not worried about Carolina, but
Nah, you
don't
shouldn't
know,
be worried
it's
about
just-
Carolina.
there's something about like this screams the Cowboys lost. I don't know why, but I don't think it will be.
No.
I can't even see it, man. Who they got? I mean, Miles
No,
Sanders.
There's
I mean-
no way. There's no way their offense cannot hang with our defense. Bryce Young, I know Bryce Young. You know, Bryce
Yeah,
Young
Bryce-
just needs time. He just needs time to develop. You know, let him get in rhythm. Just because Trevor Lawrence, like I can name plenty of firsts. Like Trevor Lawrence didn't have a first good year. You know, Joe Burrow. Like I mean,
Mhm.
there's a lot of Kyler Murray. There's a lot of top quarterbacks that didn't have a good first year. So I mean, you just got to.
Yeah, they should take care of business.
CJ Stroud's just one of a kind. Plus,
He
he's
is
in
one
a
of a
good
kind.
situation.
Yeah.
And he has good receivers, good rookie receivers. Tank Dell.
Tank Dell. I've
Nico.
said it, man. Tank Dell.
I think he's on my squad. I got him. Thank you for the advice, Mikey. I appreciate that,
Of
bro.
course, I got you.
All right. So any drop candidates, guys, like any guys you're thinking on your lineup, like you held out all year, they're not producing, so you're gonna drop them for the waiver.
I'm not gonna say drop, but I'll say trade. I'll say trade him immediately. Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard. I've said this too. I don't think Tony Pollard. No diss to Pollard. I like Pollard, but I don't think he can handle the RB1 role. He's not a guy you give up the middle. He's a guy like A-Chain. You don't see A-Chain running up the middle. You see him get pitches, screens, a lot of dump offs. Like I feel like we're not using him right, but I mean, I just don't think he's an RB1 in my eyes.
So you think someone else is gonna step up, or are you guys gonna trade for another running back? You have a.
I think we're stuck with Pollard now, but
right.
I don't think we'll sign him to an extension now. I think we'll get another running back in here, unfortunately, but that's just how it is.
And
We
for
got other
fantasy,
people to pay. We got CD to pay. We have Micah to pay. We have Dak to repay. Like,
you gonna repay that?
Dak?
You gonna repay that?
After this season?
All right.
Please.
All right.
I'll take him with open arms after this season.
How long though?
Let's
Man,
see how he performs in the playoffs first. before
No,
we
I'll
start.
say like I'm just saying we have people to sign and stuff. That's what
Yeah. No, I agree.
While like you don't see any running backs get big contracts besides like Chubb, Barkley didn't even get a big contract.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, you guys are
Quarterbacks are hard to come by, man. Ask the Bears.
The Bears.
Nah, the Giants are gonna. I think the Giants will be. I think the Giants will have the first overall pick by the end of this season.
Yeah, and then we'll grab Williams. We'll be good to go.
Not a chance.
I wouldn't
No.
want Williams, but
I think they need to redo their
I
O-line.
get why you
Won't
guys
they?
would want him just because of the potential and stuff. But
We don't have an O-line to protect them, so it'll be the same outcome.
he'll be running around.
No,
You
we'll
guys
be
have no offensive line.
the Giants will be rebuilding for the next 5 years, man. Straight up.
Yeah.
Just grabbing O lineman after O lineman after O
Been
lineman.
rebuilding for the last 10 years.
13. I was talking to
I said
today.
Bryce Young would have been a way better fit with the Texans just because he has like his former teammates like John Minchie, all his former teammates and stuff. But back to the drop candidate question, I'll say Dameon Pierce.
Yeah.
He's been hurt.
I don't care if he's been hurt. He hasn't done anything since he's been
Playoff time, baby.
Even since he's been on the field.
Who's
Playoff
yours,
time.
Vince? Who's your guy?
Christian Watson.
I agree.
That guy can't stay healthy.
He doesn't do shit.
No,
Mine
he-
is
He looked so good in training camp, then he got injured, and now Jordan Love's just not the quarterback for him.
yeah, he's been not that good.
Who's
But I'll
yours,
tell you,
Danny?
I had this guy in my starting lineup for many weeks, and I just can't do it
remember
anymore. I
Dak
don't know if
for
I would
MVP.
drop him per se and put him on the waivers, but I definitely wouldn't start him anymore. And that's
We're
Jaha
talking
Dotson.
about drop candidates, though.
Jaha Dotson is my guy because he is so inconsistent. I think 2 or 3 games he had no catches. I don't think he got me a point, and he's supposed to be the number one.
No, you're right.
No.
What?
At least
Taylor
give me a catch.
Dotson?
A
He's not
catch.
number one.
He will get 100 yards, a touchdown, blah blah blah.
They're number one.
Yeah,
They're
but
number one.
the Washington uses him like how the Broncos use Judy. Like they just send him deep every time.
Yeah, he's just too inconsistent.
Yeah, my drop candidate is
You
definitely
can drop him and not miss him. Let's just put it that way.
Calvin Ridley.
right.
I honestly would just sit him on the bench because
Don't
he
drop
is not
Ridley.
producing at all.
I told you, Kirk's the man.
Yeah, but it's playoff time. How many weeks you gonna hold him? You know what I mean? Think about fantasy. You're week 10.
Or
There's
trade.
not a lot
I
of
mean, you
good
can't
players to
drop
drop
Calvin
for him.
Ridley.
Yeah,
I wouldn't drop Ridley though. I wouldn't drop him.
All right.
You can't just drop.
You can
Ridley.
bench him, but I wouldn't just let him go.
Well, I'm dropping Miles Sanders. I held him way too long.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I held him way too long. I'm picking him up, even for a streaky start like Ty Chandler. Madison's concussion protocol. So Ty Chandler.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Keaton Mitchell? Keaton Mitchell for
You know
the
who
Ravens.
Keaton Mitchell is? The Ravens?
Right.
Ravens.
That's what I'm saying, right? So we got to bring him up. So would you drop Sanders for any of those two guys, right? For sure.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
And
Sanders.
I honestly, to Steven's question, I think Stroud has that offensive rookie of the year locked. I think they might as well just give it to him now because I
Yeah,
don't think
Stroud's
anyone's
got
gonna
it.
get close to him.
100%.
That'd be amazing, man.
It's gonna be unanimous or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't say that word.
Say it
I
again.
can't say that word.
And I think
never
Demi
What's your
could.
team
Collins
say?
is going to get coach of the year.
Who is?
Whatever. It's all the votes are gonna go to him. I don't think unless Ravens fans vote Zay Flowers. I don't. Think.
No, Zay Flowers is
I don't
good.
even
He's
think
not
it's
that
gonna be close.
big of a difference maker.
No, it's definitely got to be CJ.
No, don't get it twisted. Zay Flowers is having a good year, but CJ Stroud is on a different kind of.
Doug. I think Doug is thinking of Zay Jones.
No, Zay Jones. Zay Jones got arrested. Yeah.
Zay Jones got arrested and he's hurt, so he's just done.
I know the Raiders just picked up the Patriots cornerback, Jack Jones.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. I thought we were gonna get him, but
What up, Steven? What's up, Steven?
Boy, the Patriots, they fell off, didn't they?
Hey, send a super chat if you want to see Danny's feet.
It looks so nice. No, just go on my OnlyFans.
They said Washington might trade for Belichick.
What?
Yeah, right. He's like 75 years old. He's not going nowhere.
He ain't going to Washington.
He doesn't need to do that shit.
He won't. I guarantee you this is his last year in New England, though.
Possibly, but he doesn't need to go to Washington.
No.
I bet it is. Watch. I bet it is.
No.
He does not want to do it with the NFC
bet it
East.
is.
He's
man.
done too much for that organization. He's owed that. I mean, look at a guy like Don Shula.
Brady
Doing
made
shit.
Belichick.
His last Super Bowl was 1973, and he coached all the way to the end of the 90s.
Hot take. Brady made Belichick.
Ooh.
Well, of course, he did.
You don't
But
think
you say that
Belichick
with anything,
schemes?
No.
I mean, a lot of those games were brought down to the kicker, down to schemes, down to play clock management too. So
No.
Look at a lot
Yeah,
of those
but
Super Bowls he played
but
in.
Brady was
Now-
a different kind of quarterback. Like
Now look at Brady though.
he
In
was
those
just
Super Bowls.
different. Like look what he did with
Vinatieri
Tampa.
was the MVP a lot of those Super Bowls.
Wait,
I
say
mean,
that
Brady
again?
might have got the MVP.
Right.
Yeah,
There were close
but
games that
you
came
gotta
down
look
to a
at
kick. He didn't throw
Came
for
down to a
350 and 4 touchdowns every Super Bowl.
Came down to a kick. That's what
yeah,
I'm
but
saying.
you gotta look at it. What he did with Tampa. What Brady did with Tampa
Boom.
just solidifies it.
No, I agree.
First year
I
wins the
agree,
Super Bowl
100%.
with Tampa,
Yeah,
and
I agree
Tampa
with
has
that.
been irrelevant since before he got there.
There's
So,
no
I mean,
doubt he was a great quarterback, but he did come into a good situation in Tampa. He came into
No,
two
but
great
like
receivers, Evans, Godwin, a great defense. So
yeah, but like Fournette went to the Bucks because of Brady.
wait, who said that again?
Leonard Fournette,
Okay,
the guy who carried in the playoffs.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
he definitely solidified his greatness with playing with the Bucks. No doubt about it.
Steven said it. No way he's leaving New England. Brady without Bill. Bill hasn't won without Brady. Is that true? Doug says
is.
Bill hasn't won without Brady.
He hasn't. I'm telling you, Brady. Don't get me
Now,
wrong.
hold on a minute.
Belichick is a good coach, but
Bill had a lot of rings before he went to the Patriots. I mean, shit, he was the defensive coordinator for the Giants during that whole Super Bowl run they had in the 80s.
Damn.
You know how good that defense was?
yeah,
Lawrence
but Belichick
Taylor,
is a
that's
defensive
his
mind
defense.
coach.
That's his defensive scheme.
I mean, the Patriots are always scrappy, but I think they're going to take Drake May in the draft.
They are always scrappy. They're always in there when you don't think they're supposed to be in there. You know what I mean? They're
But their
always in there.
defense is always good. I mean, but their offense has always been mid.
Is it Mac Jones or is it Belichick?
Belichick.
I mean, you just can't coach Mac.
I don't think it's Mac, but they're not setting up Mac Jones for success.
No,
You
Man,
can't
it's Mac
expect.
Jones, man. Did you see that interception he threw at the end there?
I'm just okay.
Oh, with his eyes closed.
fault. I'm
He
just saying.
like he handed it to the guy.
Mac Jones led the Patriots in his first year to the playoffs.
It's true.
And Brock
It
Osweiler
doesn't matter.
led Denver to the
Okay, Mac
playoffs.
Jones has like the lowest amount of time to throw the ball. He has probably one of the worst wide receiver cores. You can't really blame it on Mac Jones.
I mean, you seen the
You can't
Giants?
blame it on me. None of it, bro. All his receivers were on like 4.6 flat. Like
One thing about New England, they
never get open.
Yeah, they never really do.
Juju was the
Brady's
worst
receivers
signing
his-
for them.
His first 2 Super Bowls. Who is his receivers? Give me
Randy Moss,
Edelman,
Nope.
Randy Moss,
Nope.
Gronk.
Nope.
Hernandez.
Troy Smith. I think it's Troy Smith or somebody like that. Was
Yeah,
his
but you can't say
best
that.
receiver?
Wes Welker.
No.
Oh yeah.
He never won a
What?
Super Bowl in New England, Wes Welker.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Damn.
He didn't.
Neither did Randy Moss.
Okay, what about Gronk?
Yes,
One
he
of the
did.
best tight ends ever.
He did.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is the way their
Edelman?
offense was laid out, they didn't have to. That's why they never paid those receivers. They would come bring in an Amendola, who was actually a Cowboy first. You know, these guys that maybe other teams didn't want and made them stars.
They
Wes
think the
Welker was
Patriots
a
are gonna
star.
take,
Amendola was a star. Edelman.
So when you're saying it's coaching, you're saying it's
Same role.
coaching. Is it
Huh?
They
coaching?
think the Patriots are going to take Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
I'll tell you right now, that should be the first pick. I think it's going to be the Bears. They'd be
They're
absolute
traded.
dummies.
They'll trade it.
Dummies if they don't take him.
They'll trade it.
Again?
Stupid.
They'll trade it. I'll tell you what, because they already have a top 4 pick with their pick alone.
I would take him all day. You got an OSU quarterback.
Yeah, but they could
With an
trade
OSU
it and then get
receiver.
another first-round pick for next year. Which
No.
would be a smart move by
That
them
is the
because they would
smartest
already
move.
have a top 3 pick.
Unless they can get a bunch of picks for that first pick. If somebody needs a quarterback, like the guy from USC was supposed to be that big dog, but if you watched in the last 4 or 5 weeks, he's done shit.
Have you seen their defense? Their defense is losing in the games.
Get the hell out of here.
Their defense will give up 300 yards rushing.
Get out of here. He's no way. And then he's demanding if he gets drafted,
part
he wants
ownership.
a piece
No,
of the
that
ownership.
he's stupid for.
He's crying like a little bitch.
He's
Yeah,
No way.
putting
I
up
wouldn't
like
take him just on
35 points a
Deion
game.
Branch, that's right.
Deion Branch.
That's who it was.
Yeah, I remember that. Stephen White says tight end from Georgia.
Yeah,
Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers. I think his name is Bowers.
That's what his name is. Yeah, Brock Bowers.
You guys believe in Kyler Murray, man? Is Kyler Murray?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a big Kyler Murray believer.
All right. He
He
didn't throw for any touchdowns, but he did give you the rushing touchdown.
It's
So
his first game back.
I get it.
You can't expect him to throw for 500 yards and 5 touchdowns his first game. He led him to a game-winning drive.
Yeah, you're right. So you guys that stashed him last week or 2 weeks ago.
It'll either be the Patriots or the Cardinals to take Marvin Harrison.
Man, I just didn't see it.
Why?
I don't know. I just think the Bears need that guy.
No, they already have DJ Moore.
To me, that's that guy that they need. They need him.
Yeah, but they need O-line. They need O-line. Or they can get Brock Bowers.
You don't get a chance to get a guy like Marvin Harrison Jr. often. He's
Jamar Chase.
He's the Jamar Chase. He's the Randy Moss. He's that
Waddle
guy
was even a top 10 pick.
He's the Justin Jefferson. You got to take him.
Once in a generation talent.
But I've seen top receivers not perform. But I'm not blaming Jamison Williams was hyped coming out of college. He was hyped.
I watched this guy. No, this guy's the real deal, man. His dad's a Hall of Fame receiver.
No, I'm not saying Marvin Harrison isn't going to be good, but I'm saying you see a lot of these what's his name? Justin Blackmon. Wasn't he top 3?
Dude, that guy was amazing. He just couldn't
in college, right? But then look how he did in the NFL.
Yeah, but he performed when he played. He just got suspended every week. That guy was amazing.
Are there any questions in the chat? Throw it up.
I feel bad for Jamison Williams. I feel like he's not on the field enough. I mean, that dude has so much talent.
I agree.
Yeah, but those coaches see things that we don't see.
Yeah, but the line, the Falcons are notorious. The Falcons, how they use Bijan and Drake London. They just keep them on the sidelines.
But there's a reason why they're on the sidelines.
So you're going to draft the running back,
why are they benching them? Why they're not putting them on the sideline? There's a reason why they're not. We don't know that reason, but there's a reason.
Same for John Menchie. The Texans don't even put him on the field. Imagine Tank Dell, Menchie. Oh my God! I mean, the Texans have such a bright future.
Yeah, they do. They do.
I'll tell you, they're going to be way better than I thought they would.
I said they were going to be good.
They would have been in the running for the first.
I said they had a good. They have a good young team that they can have for a long time because they're all
the damn Browns contracts. The Browns too. It's just you think it's a fluke, and then every week they're just killing people.
Yeah, but the Browns have always been. They've always had the talent. When Baker had Odell, Jarvis, Chubb, and Kareem Hunt. They've always had talent. It's just if they can get by. The Browns are in the AFC Championship game, weren't they? And they were close to winning.
Especially with Chubb, getting hurt, you would think, okay, now the season's really over. But it's they're almost playing better.
Well, yeah, no. And check this out: the Texans are second in the division, right behind the Jags. They're 5-4. The Jags are 6-3. They can win the division.
I think the Texans will win a division.
It's possible, man.
That'd be
it's
impressive.
Really possible. And speaking of, the tides could turn for 2 divisions, right? So you got the NFC East, you got the Eagles playing the Chiefs Monday night. The Cowboys pretty much have a bye week in Carolina. Yep.
I'll tell you, the Eagles have a crazy stretch the next 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas has a tough schedule. Cupcakes until they play the Eagles.
I said I'll give
3 games.
I'll give Eagles against the Bills because I think the Bills. I don't think the Bills make the playoffs.
They play the Bills, they play the Dolphins, they play the Chiefs, and they play the Cowboys the next 4 weeks.
But I'll say this too: the Dolphins haven't beat anybody with a winning record ever. They haven't beaten a winning record in a long time.
Well, and A-Chain comes back. A-Chain's eligible to come back week 12. I think it is next week or week 12. So.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see.
So they're a different team. A-Chain with A-Chain. You know what I mean?
Don't get it twisted, though. That team's very good.
No, it is good. The Dolphins, they have probably the fastest team in the NFL, but they got to beat these big teams.
Right.
They do.
Hey, Mark, make sure you beat Mikey.
Tough conference.
Well, they'll have their chance. Still got to play Buffalo. Buffalo
isn't they can beat Buffalo.
The Eagles are
Buffalo-
the test as well.
But yeah, the Jets, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
hey,
well,
what do you guys think of Aaron Rodgers? He said he's coming back after
I know mid-December.
Thanksgiving.
Mid-December. Should he come back? You know what I mean?
He's
The Jets.
there's no way. There's no way. He has to be taking a little bit of
It depends what the Jets do from now to then, obviously, because the only
But
people they're
there
4-5.
is no way he tears his Achilles and he comes back. Like and he's 36 years old. There's no way.
I don't think
Stem
he's
cells.
playing
No
this
way.
year. I don't think
He went to Argentina, got stem cells.
But I mean, he could.
I'll take.
What's stopping him? Honestly,
torn
what is
Achilles?
stopping him?
He's not coming back. He's not going to come back unless they have a real shot.
No,
they have a real
there's
shot.
no
The
way.
offense, the Dolphins have to completely shit the bed. They're 6-3 right now.
I tell you what, people bash Pittsburgh, but they're 6-3.
That's another one that's surprising me.
That's very surprising. And Firemouth came to say his name. He's eligible to come back as well. So
Yeah, come on, he's Penn State.
I'll take Jake Ferguson over him any day.
yeah, right now.
Any day.
So this is a great week of this is a great week of football then, because this week you have the NFC East. You know, you got to watch the Eagles and the Cowboys, right? And then you also have the AFC South. The Tennessee plays the Jags, right? They can knock them out of first, and then Houston plays Arizona. So the outcomes of those games, you can have a switch in those games. That's pretty cool. That's exciting football. What's up, guys? Any questions in the chat, man? Let us know. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Hot take, off topic. Do you guys think Florida State is overrated?
No,
I keep saying that, but I can't say that no more. I was
so.
saying it, but what am I going to do? Say it to they're 11-0, 12-0?
No,
Who are they
yeah,
gonna lose
but
to now? Let's say they are. Like, who do they have left that even gives them?
The Florida State's gonna win out. They really play nobody for the rest of the season.
They'll be in top 4.
They'll win out.
The only team I hope loses is Ohio State.
But are you gonna put Florida State over Washington though?
Yeah, but if they're already in the top 4, how can you drop them if they keep winning?
Yeah, but Washington has beat more competitive teams. I think that Washington beat Oregon.
I find it hard to believe that they're going to
Washington beat Oregon and USC. I mean, you have to give Washington credit.
USC, they've been losing a lot lately.
Okay, but USC was ranked
a lot lately.
That's the key word. Was.
Hey, well, check it out. Florida versus Florida State, November 25th.
Florida State is gonna kill.
They should murder them. They should murder them. Should. That's gonna be a huge game. You think Florida would love to upset them and knock them out? Oh.
But like I'm not mad that Miami lost to Florida State because I mean we only lost by 7 on the road to a top 4 team, rivalry or not. I mean it looks bad. It looks worse for Florida State because they're supposed to be a top dog and they were supposed to kill us.
I don't know, man.
Florida State has a good team, but
we got a question in the chat. So yes, Cooper, Sutton, Brown, Collins, Boyd. Would you trade Lamar for Cup?
Not a chance.
No, I wouldn't.
And well, Lamar for Cup and Mitchell.
Elijah Mitchell isn't even playing.
I have Cup, man. I don't know what the hell's going on with him either. But Stafford's back this week. If my memory serves me right, I think he's back. So you may get more production out of Cup. But god dang, man, he's been killing me.
I say overrated.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if you could pick up another running back on the waiver wire.
Cooper Kupp is equivalent to Michael Thomas.
What?
Thomas is hurt. Speaking of,
is equivalent to Michael Thomas.
Stop.
They've had the same thing. They have a big season and then they disappear.
Well,
Cooper Kupp has a big season and then disappears.
He's not going to catch for 2,000 yards, but Jesus.
How many Super Bowls does Michael Thomas have?
Okay, but Michael Thomas had a big season, didn't he?
Hey, so real quick, Smitty, we wouldn't do the trade.
Yeah, I guess, the handcuff.
I thought Michael Thomas retired like 6 years ago.
That's what I said.
He got arrested, I think.
He was on his way to a Hall of Fame career, but injuries killed him.
He got arrested. Didn't he get arrested?
No, he got put on. He played on Sunday.
Didn't he throw a brick at a car?
He played on Sunday. He got arrested, but he played.
Jesus, what league is Smitty in? What league is Smitty in with Lamar, Birdie?
He's in a 3-man league.
He fleeced them. Well, I guess, because I know people took Kamara.
We agree, Edgar. We agree.
I agree, Edgar.
Everybody took Kamar. I mean, CMC was the only shock for me. I knew CMC was gonna be a great running back, but
I don't
didn't think he could
trust
stay healthy.
CMC. I never
never
had
trusted
because
him,
of
yeah.
the injuries and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh no, CMC's been great.
Yeah, but I didn't think he would stay that way. You know what I mean? I thought it was like a fluke. You can't
Shit,
stay
he had
that
a
good.
touchdown every week except 1 or 2.
He didn't
Except
break
one.
the record.
One.
He tied the record. He tied the record.
Did
He tied the record
he's
at
been lighting it
he
up.
tied it at 17, I think, 16 or 17.
Dak,
but-
I had Dak, CeeDee, and Jake Ferguson, and they blessed me. Blessed
So you
me.
lucky, bro. You're lucky.
Hey, so is Mike Tag going to the game this weekend?
Yes, he is going to the game this weekend.
Nice.
He is going to the game.
I wasn't sure.
So Dallas is so it's at Carolina though.
Yeah, it's at
Yeah.
he's flying to Carolina.
Nice.
Nice.
That's gonna be fun.
Yep.
Philly
I
at the
think I'm
Chiefs.
going
And
to
I'll go to the Eagles.
I'm going to
game.
one of the tailgate parties in Dallas.
Are you?
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool. Which one? Which
So
game?
whoever wants to fly up, let me know.
Which game?
Which
I don't
game?
know yet. I got to get with Mike Tag on that.
Oh yeah, thank you, Steven. Yep. Like and subscribe. Let's go. Where's he at? He's
Go,
over
Steve.
2,000 subscribers now, right? Way
Oh
over
yeah,
now,
he
right?
is. We did a whole celebration.
No, I remember that. I want to see where he's at now.
Would you trade Lamar and Kamara for Brees, Diggs, and Mitchell? Well, it depends on who your backup QB is, because Lamar is a great fantasy
His
quarterback.
backup is Brock Purdy.
Lamar.
I mean,
and
you could. I mean, Brees
Kamara.
Hall is good. Diggs is good. I mean, you handcuff.
Yeah, you could probably do that because they got Brock Purdy.
That's not a bad trade.
I would do that for Hall and
But, I mean,
Diggs alone.
Purdy, I don't know.
Purdy's all right. He's safe. He's all right. He has a high floor, high enough floor that even on his off weeks he's gonna be all right. Plus he has a stacked team to throw
Hot
to.
take:
Hot take.
Dak Prescott is in the running for MVP.
No.
Turn his mic.
Why?
See, don't get him
Why
started.
not? Why not, Vince?
Is this your hot take?
That's my hot take. Why not?
Because what was it, 4 weeks ago? You guys were talking about how we're getting rid of Dak Prescott. And
Okay, but look
we're
what
looking
he's
for a new
doing now.
quarterback.
Look at what he's doing now.
Okay,
though.
but
I'm
I don't
talking
think
about
anyone's
right
ever had
now.
an
I'm not
MVP
talking about the
season,
past.
and in the middle
know
of the
what?
season, my fans were
That
saying
49ers
he needs
game
to go
is
to a
what he
new
need
team.
is what he needed. Look at what he's been doing.
It's
after
not
that
what happened.
49ers
It's not
game.
an MVP season. He's
How?
having a good season, but it's not an MVP season.
Name a quarterback, Vince.
check his
Name a
stats.
quarterback that put up 404 yards, 5 touchdowns
Against one of the worst
3
defenses in the
quarterbacks.
NFL?
Okay.
Terrible
What
team.
about Josh Allen when he played the Giants? Did he put up 400 yards and 5 touchdowns in 3 quarters?
It's just a scheme.
No, he didn't. What
He's
about
in a
all the
different
other
scheme.
teams?
How many
What about
rushing
the
All
other
right,
teams?
right now, Dak is at 2,400 yards,
Mhm.
17 touchdowns,
Mhm.
6 picks.
Mhm.
That's the little hurt right there.
He should be in the conversation.
No.
Why?
It's good
What has
stats.
Mahomes
It's
done,
good.
Vince? Mahomes isn't.
I never.
isn't having a
When
good
did I ever
season.
bring up Mahomes?
Oh, I'm just saying, Mahomes isn't having a good season.
I never said he was.
Lamar's
You
not
have to
having.
bring up
Lamar's not
Minshew.
playing good
Minshew.
now.
Minshew Mania.
Comeback player of the year, Joshua Dobbs.
No,
Wow,
they're gonna
that
give
guy,
it to
man.
him.
For real.
Ooh, hey,
They're
hot
gonna give
take.
it to Lamar.
Hey, you ready for this hot take? Dak Prescott has better stats than Mahomes right now.
That is true.
Hey,
That's my MVP.
look up Dak and Purdy. I think Mike
Dak
Tag
is
had
better
a
than
bet.
Purdy. Dak has better stats than Purdy.
Yeah, because he had
Let's
a bet
see.
with Malik Rozier for
Yeah.
a nice steak dinner at Charlie's Steakhouse.
That his bet is
Uh,
nice right now.
I don't know if what you call better, right? So Dak is around 2,400 yards, 17 touchdowns, 6 picks. Purdy's at 2,300 yards, 15 touchdowns, 5 picks. Looks
Well,
almost
Dak's
even.
better.
Pretty
It's
even.
Looks about
close.
even.
But Dak is better.
But I think they'll eventually see each other in the playoffs.
We don't want to see him.
And I don't wanna-
Playoffs.
And that's going to kind of decide.
I don't want to
things.
see the 49ers. I don't.
Hey,
I don't
Bucks
want to play
versus
that
Niners
defense.
this
That
week.
defense
Who
is too
wins?
OP.
Who's that?
Bucks versus Niners this week. Who wins?
Oh, my God.
Niners are gonna destroy you guys. Bro, that defense is too OP.
Yeah, it's sick. It's sick.
Chase
and bigger,
Young,
is that
Nick
true?
Bosa off the edges. That's not fair.
Yeah, I don't know how they let that happen. That's like a
And
monopoly.
they have Javon Holland
That's
or
a monopoly.
Hargrave. Is it Hargrave? I think it's Javon Hargrave. He's solid too.
Some for Vince.
They have
Nobody's
Randy
saying you're the
Gregory. I don't know if he's done anything.
If you watched the
but-
podcast 4 weeks ago, Mike Tagg was on here saying get rid of Dak. So I don't want to go watch it because I'm just saying it's facts. You could call me wrong, but go look at the tape.
Oh,
Just go look
You
at
know
the
what?
tape.
Who, you know who I would get rid of? Tony Pollard. That's who I would get rid of. We should have
There's
traded
no
for a
chance
running
in
back.
hell
Our run
the
game
Bucs are gonna win.
stinks.
Hey, you never know. Any given Sunday, bro.
I
Thank
Our
would
you,
run
Mark.
game
Any given
is
Sunday.
so non-existent. It's so sad. We couldn't even run against the Giants.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
the
he-
Bucs.
That
The Bucs
has
don't
to
run.
be said. That has to say something.
He's not
It's-
that guy. He's a
It's
good running
terrible.
back, but he's
It's
not
terrible.
the guy.
Who, Pollard? He was
Yeah.
the guy.
He
They need a big
not
guy.
anymore.
They probably. I mean,
They need Zeke.
yeah,
You're
money.
saying?
They probably shouldn't have got rid of.
If they, I
Zeke.
guarantee you, if they had Zeke, Tony Pollard would be better.
I agree.
Because
I
Tony
agree.
Pollard would be more
Zeke
You're
friendly.
is
missing
good,
that big
though.
guy to kind of run down that defense. He's just not running down the defense.
That's not who he is.
Right. Steven said Mike Tagg would never say those words.
He did. He did. Go back 4 weeks ago. He was on the podcast and he said it. If Steve, call me a liar, but go look at it's on the tape.
You're talking
Go look at the
about fantasy quarterback.
No, Go look at it. Go look at it.
He admits
Oh,
it,
If
yeah?
I'm wrong, you better get down. If I'm right, you better get down on your
He
knees.
did.
And apologize.
Whoa,
He did
hey!
say-
I didn't know it was that kind of
Whoa.
party.
Hey, Mikey, tell Steven what he said. What did he say?
No, he probably said.
No,
it
wait,
right
I
after-
said Mikey. I didn't say Danny.
No, he
Mikey,
did
what
say
he say?
that. He said it after
What
the
did he
say?
49ers beat him, where Dak played so horrible.
Thank you.
He said Dak was not the answer.
Okay. So
No, I agree with you.
Point proven. Steven, go F yourself. Move on.
Whoa.
Jesus,
You're
taking it
man.
personal.
I'm not gonna have
Vince
someone
is
call me out with some
very
bullshit.
Angry.
Steve,
Very
Jesus.
angry, Vince.
He's an angry elf. Sorry about that, Steven. Sorry about our listeners. You
Ignore
know.
him, Steven. He
He's
has
just
the
an
same
angry little
personality.
elf. Yeah, you know. He's number one in fantasy, so now you guys
I honestly,
cojones.
Steven, I need Pollard to have a big game this week because I have him in one of my fantasy leagues, and he is selling me so bad.
Yep.
He is selling me so bad. But I agree, we need to run Rico Dowdle more because I think Rico needs the ball more. Rico is like how do I say this? Because when I see Rico run, it's like a big difference with Pollard. Like he just gets the 30 yards.
Yeah, they were saying they like him to. He's not gonna get a lot of touches, but whatever touches he gets, he makes the most out of them.
No, yes, he does. He does. And if you watch, just like the Eagles game, he had a big run that got called back because the refs love the Eagles for some reason. I don't know. I mean, they get every
Alright.
call.
We got a lot of questions, so real quick. Crap.
Oh, who does Mark play this week? I'll check for you right now.
Who does Mark play? Then they said Gus or Keaton.
I
Isn't
think
Gus
me
out?
and Mark. I think me and Mark play. I think we're in a battle for last place.
Oh, battle for last place, Danny. Battle for last place. See, Danny's on the
I think.
conference call.
I think I play Mark. I think. Oh no, I play Vince this week. If I beat Vince, I'm against
Please
all
take him out.
odds.
Please take him out.
I will
see.
try to take him out. He plays. Mark plays Doug. I think that's
Mark
what it
plays
is.
Doug. All right.
Why does
Yeah.
everyone want to be against me? Like,
Well, because you're number one right now, bro. It's always a target. But they said Gus or Keaton Mitchell.
I think Keaton Mitchell. I think.
Keaton Mitchell, yeah.
I think Keaton Mitchell is taking his spot. He was right last week. That's funny because he did talk about Keaton Mitchell last week, and we said no.
Yeah.
Edgar, we're a bootleg organization. We don't have the technology to take any calls yet. We're not.
I mean,
up
we
to
do.
the-
He
We're not
doesn't
up to
want
the
to.
Mike Tag status yet.
We'll be up there. In
I mean,
like
we got
year.
Vince in a cave, for Christ's sake.
we need to get Vince in light.
Hey, Vince, you want to answer that question?
So, Steve, Vince is
Good question.
leading.
Who's leading the league right now, and what's the
who do you
record?
think is Steven? Steven, don't ask
Okay, I'll
stupid
give you the
questions
record.
around here.
So
Do you
you
know that?
got. Give me 2 seconds.
Steven. Vince is 8
I'm
and
the
2.
leader. I'm the
He's
leader.
all right. Vince just gets lucky. You know, that's all right.
I got
We'll
lucky.
see how
Everyone
he
was
gets
set up.
pounding
We'll
me
try
after
and get
week
it set
1.
up.
I lost my first game, and everyone was, "Oh, look, Vince is in last place." Everyone point and laugh. Look who's laughing now.
Depends what you do in
Vince
the
is on
playoffs.
his
though.
Vince is on his villain origin.
At least I'll make the
story right
playoffs,
now.
Jason.
All right,
I'm
here
gonna
we
make the
go.
playoffs.
No, you won't.
All right, so Vince is 8 and 2. Let me see those TDs. is 7-3. Fields of Honey.
I think that's Kelly.
Yeah, no, Kelly's Fields of Honey or whatever.
Oh,
He's
Oh,
no,
EJ,
that's,
EJ,
I-
EJ.
Troy
that's
is
EJ. I think that's
6-4.
EJ then.
Cuts by, I think is it Jones?
Cuts by Jones. That's
Cuts
right.
by
Is his name
Jones, our
Fred? Is his
sponsor.
name
What's
Fred?
up? Cuts
He's
by
5-5.
Jones.
Make sure you buy some stuff from Cuts by
Cuts
Jones.
by
It's one of
Jones. Thank you for our sponsor.
sponsors. He does fantastic work. I think there's
Ooh.
something behind Mike that he made, which is pretty damn amazing. So
Yeah.
good Christmas gifts.
Christmas is
Mike,
coming up. Start buying now.
Danny is 5-5. Mike Tag 4-6. Jimmy Hold DeMayo is 4-6. Doug 4-6. Jason
Good night,
Vargas.
Steven. 4-6, baby.
This one right up here with the hat. He's 3-7, and Mark is 3-7.
Jeez.
That's Mikey. Hey, Pacheco or Hopkins in the
You
flex?
guys
real
are
quick?
right. I shouldn't have took Patrick
I'll say
Mahomes so
Hopkins.
early. You
You
guys
messed
are right.
up.
I screwed up on that.
All right. Good night, Steven. Good night. Yep. And then hold on. We got
Right,
more
Steve.
questions. Pacheco or Hopkins in the flex?
I would
I
base
say
it off
Hopkins.
the matchups because I know Pacheco plays the Eagles, and I know the Eagles have a really good run defense.
Yeah, and Houston's playing
But I'm in
Arizona.
that tough spot too, Steve. I have Pacheco, and I have to start him because I'm in a 14-man league. But
I would start Hopkins.
I don't know if I'm expecting much from him.
Henry for
Yes, I
Walker or
would
Flowers.
trade. Oh my God, yes, I would all day. Trade Derrick Henry for Kenneth Walker and Zay Flowers. I'd do that in a heartbeat.
A
There you
heartbeat?
go.
Heartbeat. Derrick Henry
Mikey
is
Schefter.
not a fantasy running back.
Mikey Schefter. Oh, Mark says he's going to beat you, Doug.
I hope to be 4-7 this week, but my team is in shambles with injuries. And Jamar Chase is selling me, so that doesn't do me justice.
All right. Any more questions in the chat, man? If not, we're going to get out of here in a few minutes. Steven, good night. Hands down, good trade. Yep. Well, what's the game of the week, you guys think? The game of the week this week.
Oh,
It's definitely the
Eagles.
Chiefs. It's definitely
Eagles,
Yeah,
Chiefs?
crazy.
All right.
definitely the Chiefs and Eagles.
Monday night, Eagles, Chiefs. Yeah, you're
So
right.
the Broncos play Sunday night. They play back-to-back
We play the
primetime games.
Vikings.
They play the
Back-to-back
Vikings.
Primetime games.
Josh Dobbs is Jefferson back? I'm not sure. You got to check that out.
They said
No?
they want to ease him back. Honestly, they're playing better without him.
That is true.
What are
Hey,
they,
Trey-
4-0 without him?
Yeah. Trade Gus Edwards for Stephon Diggs.
That's a
Gus the
heartbeat.
bus.
I'd do that any day.
Mikey Schefter. Reporting live. You're kind of quiet, Vince. Yeah, you I guess you agree then. You're not calling him an idiot.
Here you go, son.
Go ahead now, jump.
That's a good game too. Ravens and Bengals. That's finally a good
What's
Thursday
what's the
night
hot
game.
take
Ravens
though?
versus
What's the hot
Bengals.
takes?
Finally.
Hot takes.
We didn't get to those.
Hot
Let's
takes.
end with
Hot
hot
take.
takes. Let's end with hot takes.
All right. I got a hot take.
Go ahead.
The Bills will not make the playoffs.
I agree.
Okay. Go ahead. Who else has a hot take?
Or I'll even go as far as say I think the Houston Texans will have a better record than the Bills.
Ooh. That's iffy. That's pushing it a little bit. That's iffy. It's possible.
Why? What is the
Possible.
what Bills almost should be they should be like 3-5.
You got to
They
look at the rest
should
of the schedule.
the Giants should have beat them. That's how bad they are.
Yeah. All right, any other hot takes? Vince, what you got? Anything?
For what?
Hot take.
They should bring back public executions.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, Vince. Vince, you are on one today. Are you okay?
He must
Have you
be.
been hanging out with Aaron Rodgers with the shrooms?
I'm
I
telling
think-
you, ever since he found out, he's been upset all day.
Very frustrated.
Crazy.
Very angry, Vince.
No,
Very
Mark,
angry.
the Texans. I don't know about that one, Mark. The Bucks beating San Fran.
Hot
They're
take,
gonna need
baby.
a miracle.
Hot take.
That San Francisco defense is something else. That defensive line.
Hot take, baby.
I don't know if the Bucks offensive line can hang with Chase Young and Bosa coming off the edge like that. That's OP.
Yeah, well, we have no running game, period. So
that too. Rashad White had a good game though.
yeah, well, still. All right, Texans. Yeah, I think Texans couldn't win the division. Couldn't win the South, the AFC South.
I think they
Bless
could.
you. All right, fellas, man. What you got? Anything else, man? You want to get out of here? Or you want to talk about anything else?
Hot take. I think.
When did you just learn that word?
No. One more.
H is for hot
CeeDee
take.
Lamb is a top 3 receiver in the NFL.
Who?
CeeDee
Mike
Lamb
Jones.
is a top 5 receiver in the NFL.
You just said top 3.
I meant top 5.
You went from 3 to 5.
I
No,
meant
you're
top
right.
5.
This year, yes. I agree with you.
Both Diggs will be in Dallas.
Yes, I agree on that one. I think Trayvon Diggs is trying to recruit Stephon Diggs for years now.
I'm going to
say,
here's my hot take. If he does go to Dallas, there's going to be a lot of drama. It's going to be a TO situation.
Ooh. For Stephon? Stephon and CD, you think they can coexist?
Steph or CD had Amari
They're going to fight
though.
they're both going to want to be the man, and it's going to cause friction. That's what I think.
Can Dak feed both? You think Dak has enough in the tank to feed both?
I think. What do you guys think about Derrick Henry?
I mean, that would be a nasty offense.
That'd be nasty.
I mean, I don't know if they can pay both.
Yeah.
Ain't throwing Henry. Sprinkle a little Derrick Henry.
That one's a tough one. I think Najee Harris could be on the Cowboys.
I mean, if they couldn't pay Amari Cooper, which probably cost him a Super Bowl because if they had him last year,
they did pay him. They wanted.
They refused to pay him. They wanted to pay Michael Gallup, who sucks, and now you guys are stuck with nothing. Who's your number 2? Nobody. You got nothing. It's
Cooks.
Just
we have Cooks.
Cooks had a
He's
good
out of
game.
a 173-yard game.
I'm just saying you don't have a true number 2. It's just like one guy
That's
will
our
step
number
up this
2. It's
week.
Brandon
This
Cooks.
guy steps up next week. You just don't have that.
I don't know.
You had that.
I agree. I think Stephon just wants to win, but he's not going to win in Buffalo.
He's not going to win in Dallas either.
Yes, he would.
Haven't
He'd
won
be better off in Dallas
5
than
years.
Buffalo, I'll tell you that.
Dallas can win. Dallas has a good enough team to win the Super Bowl. It's just
they won't.
They just have to. That running game's
Execute.
got to get their
They
shit
just have
together.
to execute. That's all it's about.
Their offense is fine.
Gallup did have a huge game. That one catch he had was nice, but I'm still taking Tolbert over him.
The key to the whole thing is Dak. He shits the bed every time they play a big name team.
Yeah, but this is the best start to Dak. I think this is like one of the best starts to his career.
If he can win that game and get over that hump, everything else is forgotten.
I think he just has to win it, like you said, where it counts.
Where it counts.
In the playoffs. He has to get over that hump.
Bucks game because they were 7-8.
Oh, give me! But that's a playoff game,
dude.
So okay, don't count Seattle then.
That was a bye.
Don't count Seattle then.
Stop. That was the worst playoff game I've ever seen in my life.
So beating Brady, who we never beaten.
Brady.
We have yet to beat Brady. And that was the first time we beat Brady.
That's like saying, oh, I beat a guy with no legs in a race. Any team would have beat them.
Oh, my God. Get out of here.
Don't get us sued.
Whatever. Let's not count a playoff win. Let's not count it.
Oh, my God. It's just like
count.
the Eagles. That's like saying, oh, the Eagles, they beat the 49ers with a fourth-string quarterback.
So you're saying the Eagles had an easy road to the Super Bowl then because all they had was bye weeks.
You're goddamn right there. They were given the Super Bowl.
Ooh, hot take.
They didn't even win the Super Bowl.
Hot take.
They did not win the Super Bowl.
No. No, I'm saying they were given the chance to win it, but I'm saying, shit, they played a decimated 49ers team with no quarterback.
And then they played
I can't even tell you who was the quarterback.
They should have prepared for it.
Then the Giants, then the Giants, in Cupcake.
Oh God, that was another one.
Oh yeah.
That's because Minnesota choked. They stink.
But they couldn't get it done when it counted, so that's all that matters.
See, Mark agrees. Easiest pass for the Eagles, Mark says.
Yeah, too bad the Cowboys.
That was honestly the easiest road I've ever seen any team get to go to a Super Bowl. ever in my life. And I've seen many playoff runs. That definitely was the easiest.
Yeah. At least we're not like the 2013 Broncos getting blown out in the Super Bowl.
We did. But then we won it the next year.
By 40.
But then we won it the next year.
The 2 years.
Hey, I got to see 7 Super Bowls. How many did you get to see?
I have. What age did you see your first Super Bowl?
Here we go again.
Middle school, high school, and then 97, 98, and then 2.
How old were you?
Hey, while these guys argue about Super Bowls,
13,
we're going to get out of here.
All right.
And then in my 20s.
Exactly, 20s. You gotta give me some time.
We just won. I was in my 40s. We just won like 8 years ago.
I said, well, how old were you when the Broncos won your first Super Bowl win? How old were you?
I was 24.
Thank you. Then you give me till 24. If we don't have a Super Bowl by 24, then you.
Yeah, but I got to. Yeah, but I got to see 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah, you get to see him. You get to see him lose. I didn't get to see him lose.
Well, at least I got to see him in a Super Bowl.
Good night,
you're happy with a second place bourbon. You're like an Eagles.
Check in next week.
Guys, have a good one, Cowboys.
Win your leagues.
This coming week.
Goodbye.
Peace out.